students, for a change we are giving this class in a video format and our chapter was motion. In the last class I gave you some homeworks and the first one was a signal from spaceship reached the ground in 5 minutes. The time was 5 minutes and what is the distance of this ground station where the signal traveled? The speed of signal is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This is the speed. This is the speed and this is the time taken to travel. This is the time taken to travel. And the question was to find the distance. Our equation was speed equal to distance by time. Distance by time. Here we want to find this distance and the speed and time is here. What we have to do? The speed is 3 into 10 raised to 8 equal to distance by time. I am taking this distance as d by time is what? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So we want to convert this minute into seconds. Then what it is? It is equal to d by 5 into 60. So for finding this d, we want to 3 into 10 raised to 8 is here. We want to give this to this side and then what happens? This 1 by, that is the division, turns into multiplication. So this d is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 into what we get when we multiply? 300. So we get 9 into 10 raised to, this is 8 and we have 2 zeros, then 10 raised to 10. The distance and our unit is meter. This is the answer for our first question. 9 into 10 raised to 10 meter. That is the distance which is the signal travel from spaceship to ground. I think the problem is clear. Many of you send me the answer for me and this is for those who felt difficulty in solving this problem. Now we are going to explain the next question. The second question was a person goes somewhere. First his speed was 20 kilometer per hour and then his return speed was 30 kilometer per hour. This is the second one. This is the first one. Now the question was to find the average speed of this person. He traveled same distance in these both cases and the question was to find the average speed. Average speed equal to, in this problem, how we find the average? In general cases, we find average by adding the quantities and divide it by the number. For example, we have 3 samples, if A, B and C. How we find average? We just add these components and divide it by its number 1, 2 and 3. 3 components. If we have 5 components A, B, C, D, E, how we find average? We add these all. A plus, B plus, C plus, D plus E by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So, in similar way, we want to find the average speed of these two cases. In this problem, we don't want to convert these values into meter per second. So, now the average speed 30 plus 20 by 2. 2 is the number. If here we have 3 values, it will be 3. Now it's 2. Then what is the answer? It is 30 plus 20, 50 by 2. That is equal to 25. What is the unit here? Kilometer per hour. Kilometer per hour. This is the average speed of that person. I think now it's clear for you. This is all about this problem. Now we are going to do another problem. The problem is in your textbook. I just give you the values. A person is traveling, and when the journey is starting, his odometer reads 2000 kilometer, and when the journey completed, it reads 2400 kilometer, and he took the time 8 hours. Time equal to 8 hours. So we want to find the average speed. We want to find the average speed. Then how we do? Both of these are the odometer reading. So what we do? We just want to find the difference of these readings. That is, this 2400 minus 2000. We get 400 kilometer. What is this 400 kilometer? This is the distance that person covered in this time 8 hours. That is, this person traveled. This is the distance. This is the distance. So, this is not minus 400. The distance is equal to 400 kilometer and the time is 8 hours. Time equal to 8 hours. Now, we want to find the average speed. What is the average speed? Average speed is the total distance travelled by total time. So, average speed is equal to, what is? It is 400 kilometer by 8 hours. I am not converting these values to meter and second. Then what we get? We get 50 kilometer per hour. This is the answer. This ASP I just denoted the average speed. So this is the next problem, and we just did the different thing in this problem is that we just find the difference of this odometer values. This is the starting point value in odometer, and this is the final reading in that odometer. So we just did the subtracting the values of this odometer reading and find the distance travelled by that vehicle. And further things are similar that we did in our last class. I think this problem is clear for you. Now we are going to the next topic. The next topic is, the question is, this speed is vector or scalar? Scalar or vector? What was the definition of speed or equation of speed? Speed is the distance by time. Distance by time. So this distance is a scalar, and that wise the speed is also a scalar. It means the speed have magnitude importance for its direction. And if the speed have direction, then what we call it as? That is the question now. If the speed have both magnitude and direction, we can call it as velocity. That is velocity. So simply we can say, if the speed have both direction and magnitude, then it is called as velocity. And for this velocity, there have both uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity. Uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity. Now we are going to find the equation of this velocity. We learned the equation of speed, and now we are going to learn what is the equation of velocity. Now I am considering an example. Here is a hope. A person is traveling from this point A to this point B. This point having his office. Now he is traveling with a distance of 1000 meter in this direction, and when he go back to his home, he traveled 2000 meter in back. Now his displacement is 800 meter and he takes 10 seconds in both cases for his travel. Now the thing is, when we divide this distance by time, what we get? We get speed. And the question is, if we divide this value with this time, what is this value 800 means? We know it is the shortest distance between this A and B, these 2 points. So what is this shortest distance? It is called displacement. This is the displacement. Now we are doing that displacement by this time. Displacement by time. Then what we get? It is equal to this 800 meter by this 10 second. 10 second. That is equal to 80 meter per second. This 80 meter per second is not the speed. Then what is this? This is the velocity of this person. Now we can say the equation of velocity is equal to displacement by time. I think the concept is clear for you. So you please want to learn this equation, velocity equal to displacement by time. And the unit is meter per second. The unit for speed and velocity are same. It is meter per second. Now I think the concept is clear for you. Now we are going to find what are the difference between this velocity and speed. It is there in your textbook, that question, what is the difference between speed and velocity. So you please want to take care of that. Speed and velocity. Speed and the differences of speed and velocity. The first point is, our speed is, do it scalar or vector? It's scalar. Scalar. And for this velocity, it is vector. For V, it's V. And for S, it is S. Just remember that. The next point is, what is the equation for speed? Speed is equal to distance by time. It is distance by time. And here for velocity, it is displacement by time. Displacement by time. This is the second point. Here it's distance and here it is displacement. And the third point is that for speed, the value will never be negative or negative value. Here, if we have no speed or if the object is at rest, the value will be 0. If the object is rest, its speed is 0 and the object traveled distance is also 0. So, this speed may have the value 0 and positive values. Positive values. And for this velocity, we know their importance is in direction and it have negative values, 0 and positive values. These are the differences of speed and velocity. The first one is it is scalar. Its equation is distance by time and it only have the values 0 and positive values. And for velocity, it is vector. Its equation is velocity equal to displacement by time and its values will be negative, 0 or positive. These are the differences of speed and velocity. I think it is clear for you. Now the question is, in any cases, do this speed and velocity will be equal? That is the next question. I am considering a case, a person is travelling from a point A to B. This person can travel in any path. But if this person travel in this way, you know this is the shortest distance and this shortest distance is the displacement. This is the displacement. And if this person is selecting his travel path in this shortest distance, that is his distance and displacement are equal. That is when this person is traveling through this path, this straight line, but his distance and displacement are equal. In similar way, his speed equal to his velocity. That is, we know the equation of speed and velocity are speed equal to distance by time and for velocity it is equal to displacement by time. Displacement by time. When we are taking this time same, then what happens? The distance and displacement is same. That means when the person selected the distance as displacement, then the person have the speed and velocity are same. It means that when this person is traveling in straight line or he is selecting the shortest distance between 2 points, then the person will have speed and velocity constant. Now, the next thing is that in the last class we discussed about average speed. We discussed about average speed. Average speed. It was the average taking of speed. Now we are going to find the equation of average velocity. Average velocity. Now it is the average velocity. Average velocity can be denoted as VAV. It is equal to U plus V by 2. U plus V by 2. I will explain what is this U, small v and this 2. And now this U is the initial velocity. U is the equal to initial velocity. velocity. It is the final velocity. So what is the equation? It says velocity and this area is average. So average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. This is the average velocity's equation. You just want to learn this equation and what is this u and v. U is the initial velocity and v is the final velocity. Now we are going to do a mathematical problem and I will explain the problem. You please want to do it in your next class. It's your homework. A person, this is the question, a person is swimming through a swimming pool and the length of this swimming pool is 90 meters. First this person traveled through this way and he returned. So then what is his distance? He traveled the distance 90 to that side and 90 to back. Then distance equal to 90 plus 90, 180 meter. And then what is the displacement? Displacement is what? It is the difference between the length of initial position and final position. So here the displacement is equal to this person's initial point and final point are same and the displacement is equal to 0 meter. And this person took time of 1 minute. He took time equal to 1 minute. 1 minute and this is meter. He took 1 minute. So here is meter and we want to convert this minute to second. Then what we do? This 1 into 60 equal to 60 seconds. This person took 60 seconds. Now you want to find the average speed. Average speed is what? And average velocity. These are the questions you have to solve. You already learned the equation for average speed and average velocity and find what is the difference you felt in the values. So once again I am telling the distance is 180 meter, the displacement is 0 meter and I explained how this displacement is 0 meter. Then time is given as 1 minute and we converted it to second. And you want to find average speed and average velocity. Now I will give you PDF notes later and you please want to write it in your notebook. And it's enough for today. In this class we explain what is velocity, average velocity, the difference between speed and velocity, and we mathematically solved some problems. It's enough for today. Thank you.